no, because you was just texting me like a couple weeks ago talking about you still want to be together. No, the only reason why I want to still be together with you is for the kids. No, you're lying. You could go and keep telling your hoes that, but we know the truth. Those lies not gonna work over here. Martell, well, you're one of them now. Excuse me? I'm one of your what now?
Hey guys, welcome to our channel. I'm Suga.
And I'm Spice.
Today we're going to be reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 2, Episode 19. But before we do that, we're going to shout out our subscriber of the week, Tora Hardy.
Yay.
Tora girl, you said, we saw your comment, you said you followed us on Twitter and then met us on over here on YouTube. And then we saw you right on over on Instagram. You are Sugar and Spice Gang Gang.
Yes.
And we just want to say we appreciate you. Thank you so much for following us on all social media platforms. Now, for the rest of y'all, you too can be Sugar and Spice Gang Gang. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Sugar and Spice 88. And if you haven't already, click the subscribe and make sure you hit that notification bell so you can get all alerts on all our new videos. Ready? Let's go.
So we start this scene with Mel and the kids. So Mel and the kids are all together getting ready for a African-inspired photo shoot that she has set up so that she and the kids could have pictures around the house with just them, you know, without Martell. So then Mel goes into the confessional and she actually says specifically, if I wasn't done before we had that little intervention with the Fletchers, I'm definitely done now.
What did we say last week? Huh?
What did we say? We said, when she said, do you want to stay married? She said, I don't know. There was a glimmer of hope. There was a chance, a small chance.
Even if it was this much.
She still wasn't fully mind made up. And after that, no more. It's over. Done. It just goes to show you that Mel's ability to forgive is
better than mine.
Yeah, it's unmatched. So Destiny pops up and Mel goes into what happened at the Fletchers with her. And so once she just tells her, you know, everything that happened, Destiny says specifically, like Suga said, I don't know why. He says and claims that he wants his family back and then gets in front of you and does the complete opposite.
It's contradictory. It makes no sense.
It makes no sense whatsoever.
I want to be your friend, but I treat you like crap. I care about you, but I dog you out. How's the...
So then, out of nowhere, Destiny says something along the lines of, are you going to be introducing the kids to the new baby? And it's just like...
What are you talking about, girl?
Why are we saying this to Mel right now?
I don't know. Everyone's kind of just losing their freaking mind this week. I don't know what's going on. Shout out to Tessa.
Yes.
One of our subscribers. Hey, girl. She said something last week in the comments basically to the effect of Mel doesn't have a lot of great support around her.
Yeah.
You know, people are kind of half supporting her and a lot of people are more focused on Martell rather than being there for her, supporting her fully and having her back. Even last week with Kimmy with her statements, well, Martell's not a bad guy. I know he cheated on you. He's having a baby. Right after she tells Kimmy
that he's having a baby.
Yeah, the side chick's pregnant. Well, I'm not going to say he's a bad guy. I just can't picture my friend telling me how heartbroken she is, that her marriage is ending. She's mid-divorce. She's going through all these things. And I'm just going to say to her,
well, you're going to introduce them to the kids, right?
The kids together, the side chick. Why did you feel like at this family photo shoot that was appropriate for you to say right now? The kid's not even born yet and you're talking about that. And you should know as her friend and you've been her support system for this whole situation that's probably something she's not ready to even think about doing right now. She's still hurt from the divorce. What makes you think she's healed enough to think about her kids having a relationship with the child of her husband's side chick that he cheated with on her?
That's a lot.
It's just too much. The husband and this person broke up my family.
Yeah.
And you're over here talking about, yeah, you know, you're going to have to get them kids together. I'm pretty sure she thought about that. But she does not need to hear that right now. Mel then goes on to say that basically she actually, you know, kind of pities Martell, and she understands that the reason he's kind of losing it right now is because he's losing everything they worked so hard for, their family unit, their relationship, that they've been together since they were very young in college, and the fact that for a very long time, he hasn't seen any consequences to his actions. She gave him many years to get his act together. So in his head, he thought he was just going to continue on living this life that he enjoyed so much, which he's told us so many times unnecessarily. So she understands that that's why he's kind of losing it right now, is because, oh wow, there's actually consequences to my actions. Wait, I could actually lose my wife? She's really gonna do this? I mean, yeah,
Pretty much.
yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah. So then we go into the scene where Martell goes to visit Dr. Francis, and he says specifically that he has been desperately trying to avoid getting into the sunken place. And he has been having a hard time. He's been struggling. And so for that reason, he has sought help, and now he's going to go see Dr. Francis.
Shout out to Spice, because I could have swore if you go to her last week's recap,
Trying to tell y'all.
she said she felt like he was in danger to be in a very deep depression.
Yep.
Because he's really hitting rock bottom.
Yep.
And like he said, this is the lowest he's ever felt.
been.
So, I mean, you know, I don't want to toot our horns or whatever. You know, wait, but you know.
Right. So the doctor just opens up. He says, you know, he hasn't seen him in a while. And, you know, he says that, you know, Martell calls him. He tries to call back. He can't get to Martell. So then Martell says, kind of in a roundabout way, you know, it's hard for him to really want to come in here and talk to Dr. Francis because he tears into him so much. And it's like, that's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to tell you the truth.
He's not there to be a cheerleader.
Absolutely. And we all know that's what Martell wants. He wants everybody to pat him on the back and tell him how great he is.
That's why he likes that side chick so much. Biggest cheerleader.
True. And it's like you can't have everybody around you tell you you're right and everything is good when your life is falling apart. Obviously something's not good. Something's not right.
Like Mel said, he cannot take consequences.
So then the doctor says, what was it that your wife wasn't giving you that made you seek out to get it elsewhere? And, you know, Martell goes into a list and he says, you know, she wasn't giving me compliments, attention, affection, and sex slowdown.
So then Martell decides to use oranges as an analogy for sex with the side chick. And he says that he wasn't getting oranges at home, so he went and got him some oranges. And they were good oranges.
Sweet oranges.
Ugh.
Lord Jesus.
Ruin oranges for me, why don't you?
Yeah.
And then he went back home, and Mel realized he was getting oranges, so she wanted to prove that her oranges were better. And he was still thinking about the other oranges that he first got. So he didn't really want Mel's oranges like that, and he still went back to the other oranges. And everyone kept asking, he says, everyone keeps asking me why I keep eating these oranges. And I'm like, well, you know, the better oranges, the sweeter oranges. So then he says in his confessional, you know, I just got caught up being loyal to two women.
Faithful.
Huh? You were loyal to your side chick and your wife? Is that what you're trying to tell me? The fact that he's trying to put them on an even playing field is just
the disrespect.
Disrespectful, confusing, mind-blowing. The mother of your child, your side chick.
Your wife, your side chick.
your business partner,
your side chick.
Make it make sense.
Oh my God.
So then he goes on to say that, you know, Doc, if I could go back in time, I can't say that I would. I don't think I would do anything differently. I don't know that I would do anything differently.
Shout out to Suga.
I mean,
She said it in the video that if he could change it and go back in the past, he would change nothing. And he said it out his mouth himself.
He doesn't want to change.
He doesn't want
and be better and just have life with Mel.
Right.
He wants
to have them both. Yes, that's the only thing. He wants Mel to change. He doesn't want to change. He just wants Mel to accept it. And that's the part I think a lot of people are missing. A lot of people keep acting like Martell is like not a bad guy because he is a provider and he takes care of his kids, and Mel was lacking. So if she wouldn't have done this, that, and the third, then he would have never lost her. But what a lot of people are forgetting and seeming to miss is that this man does not want to be in a monogamous relationship anymore. He wants to be in a relationship with two women going forward. So for that, she does not need to stay.
So then the doctor says, well, that need for oranges that you had, how's that being met now? Oh, my needs are being met. Those are getting handled. So you're still messing with the side chick while you're texting Mel telling her I want my family back.
While you're in the therapist trying to seek how to deal with your family not being together and also wanting your family to still be together.
Talking about you're finna be in a sunken place. Anywho, so the doctor goes, what if she gets pregnant?
Well, when two people have sex, Doc, you know, sometimes there's an opportunity or a chance that they can get pregnant. That's how, you know, it goes.
The way that man just pop-locked and danced around that question?
Okay, but what if she gets pregnant, Martell?
Right. I didn't ask for a lesson on the birds and the bees. I said, what are you going to do if she gets pregnant? So then he finally breaks down and he says, well, Doc, she's already pregnant.
The doc was like,
I need a minute.
Yo, the doc.
He was stressed.
Yo.
This is I was with the doc throughout these sessions until this point right here.
Yes.
The doctor says,
well,
just because you ain't got that girl pregnant, that doesn't make you a bad person. That doesn't make you a thug. What you do isn't who you are. I'm not a therapist, by far. I am not a therapist. But I don't know why he said thug. Like, getting that girl pregnant doesn't make you a criminal. I don't know where that comparison came in. The thug thing, I don't know what he's talking about.
How it applies.
Two, what you do does make who you are. If I lie, am I not a liar?
Right.
If I cheat, am I not a cheater?
So we just not gonna act like this doesn't have any effect on his actions and who he is and his character and his integrity, because it does.
Then the doctor says, well, you're not just out here hoeing around. So one, I feel like the doctor is validating him thinking that you sleeping with one woman, oh, I only cheated on my wife with one woman. You're validating him thinking that's okay. It's not. That doesn't make it any better. That doesn't make it any less painful. That doesn't make it any more acceptable. And two, yes, he was out here hoeing around.
Yes, he was.
It was multiple.
So we go into the next scene, and Martell is driving over to Black.
Grand opening.
Yes. Martell goes into the confessional, and he says that he doesn't know if Mel is going to be there or not, but, you know, every time he sees Mel and, you know, with them not being together, it just hurts.
Cry me a river. Shut up.
I can't take it.
Get out of here.
I just wish he would stop it. Then he calls the side chick, he calls the side chick, and then he talks about what they discussed in the therapy session. And she's like, you ain't call me a peasant again, did you? He's like, nah, no peasants again. No, we didn't do that. Okay. And then he goes to say something along the lines of, if the child is mine. And she's like, wow, Martell, I can't even believe this is a question. So what are you saying? You want a paternity test? And then he's like, oh, well, since you brought it up, I mean, yeah, like we could do a paternity test. How soon do you think we could do that and get that done? And then she's like, oh, well, I can't believe this. Like, this child is yours. And I'm 1,000% sure.
You and every girl on Maury, girl.
Yeah. Like, at the end of the day, no, you're not his wife. You're the side chick. I don't care if he's the only guy you've been with. He's not wrong for requesting a DNA test.
Also, why are you shocked that he's asking for a paternity test? Why do you think
why are you
he's
surprised?
Dogging out his wife and you're a participant in it? You also go online and dog out his wife. And for some reason, you think he's going to treat you better.
She's going to have a real rude awakening.
Very.
So then he says, yeah, I'll take care of the child regardless. And it ends off with her saying, yeah, I know. You always been good to me.
You just was complaining about how he called you a peasant, but then you're going to finish off with, you always good to me.
Okay.
He's married. Right now. He's married. But he's always been good to you. Are you okay? Mentally?
I don't think
Are
so.
you okay?
No.
Okay.
So, you made it halfway through the video.
We're proud of you. So, if you're enjoying this video thus far, give us a like, comment, and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can get alerts on all our new videos. And we hope you enjoy the rest of the video.
So then Martell pulls up to Black, soft opening. And from there, he asks something about Wanda. And Tisha says something about loving Martell's mom. And Martell's mom and Wanda are friends. And he said, yeah, where's Wanda? I want to apologize to her. I really need to apologize because I was disrespectful. And from that point, they go into a confessional, and Marceau says the best apology is change behavior.
That's right.
So then Nell and Chris walk in.
The Fletchers.
Yes, and Martell can't help himself. He has to reference what happened the last time he saw them and said, hey, how you doing? Yeah, you okay after
Did you guys
the
recover?
last time? You recovered yet? So then Tisha knows herself. What happened? What's going on? What's going on? And then, here go Martell. I had to speak some truth out. And, Mel couldn't handle it. She got a little upset. And then Nell goes and says, well, if you would have spoke to me like that and said those things that you were saying to her, I would have threw the whole dang on table at you. And here go Tisha.
He was speaking his truth. He had to speak his truth. And Marcel was like, no, he didn't, girl. Mind your business.
So then they go into a confessional and they're like, well, no, because you have to tell your truth. You want to tell the truth. You have to be able to tell the truth. The other person has truth to say.
Tisha, do you want Melody to tell her truth about Marcel? Okay. You might want to be quiet, girl.
Mm-hmm.
You might want to shut up.
Want to start speaking some truth.
So then, after that conversation, Destiny walks in. Right after that, Jalen walks in. And then walks in Mel and Marcus. Mm-hmm. And Mel's going around greeting everyone, saying hello. And then here comes Martell trying to act like everything's cool. Hey, Mel, how you doing? He tries to go in for a little hug. She was like, skirt, skirt. Anyway, hey, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Dubs him. I know that just he felt that right here was sitting in his chest. He was like,
stupid.
He's crazy.
Yo, I know.
He's nutty. Gosh. So then Tisha pulls Mel to the side and she says, so, at the last event, I know things went left and I feel like that I was the one that made things go left with, my comment about what, you were opening up and I said what you were saying was BS and I probably shouldn't have said that. And, I just wanted to offer an apology. And Mel was like,
oh, really? What brought you to that conclusion, Tisha?
I just thought about it and it was on my heart. Then they showed a flashback. Marcel was like, girl, you're damn wrong. What are you talking about? She just took all Marcel's little credit.
Yep.
Because if it wasn't for Marcel, she still would have been at home mad.
Yep. And then Melody says that this apology that Tisha gives her is amusing.
I don't feel like amusing was the right word.
Not the right word,
in the
no.
spirit of trying to, for
Move
the love
forward.
of God, please moving on.
Oh my God.
It's just like,
Can
you don't
we
want to
watch-
be like,
She's going to
Just be
pick
like,
apart
yes.
every little thing that you say that could be seen as controversial, Mel. Just say, okay, I accept what you're saying, and I hope that we can move forward too.
And even
Regardless.
professional, just be like,
Yes.
well, I'm glad she apologized.
Yes. Why you gotta say it's amusing?
We've been here before.
Why you do that?
If you're gonna do that,
Come on, Mel.
then
When
don't-
she does that to you,
if
y'all
you're
doing
gonna
it
do
to each
that,
other.
then don't accept the apology. If you feel like, well, we've been here before, I don't really believe it. Okay, then don't be cool with it. Don't try to move forward then.
Exactly.
Which one is it? Do you want to move forward or not?
Come on. Can we both want to move forward at the same time so we could both move forward?
I promise you I never want to talk about this again.
Please.
Please.
God, I cannot take it. It's like when one wants to move forward, the other one don't. The other one want to move forward, the other
Now
one.
she want to be stagnant.
Now, come on. Can we just move this train
I
along?
need y'all on the same page, please.
Please. We find out that Jalen is the GM. Jalen is already fixing problems, solving problems. There's no server. He's like, listen, I'm about to put on, my server hat and I'm about to be serving. And it's like, another thing. I told y'all.
Look at them stepping up, handling
Look
business.
at Jalen. But y'all want to go ahead and hire whoever who's a GM who has a full staff of servers who never had to serve probably. If you would have hired that person, they would be like, serve? Oh, no. This job is not for me. But here, look at Jalen. Put his big boy pants on. He's ready to serve. He's ready to talk. He's ready to greet. He said, I'll do it all.
He was handling business.
Yes. And that's the kind of character and people that you need.
Give him that opportunity. Nepotism is alive and well, especially in most other cultures. So I don't see anything wrong with us giving our people the opportunity, especially when they're like Jalen, with a college degree, intelligent, brought up well, exactly, well-spoken. I mean,
what's the problem?
Why not give him the opportunity?
So then they reveal a mural of the Scott sons, and they see Marcel does this speech about legacy, and they do the big reveal. My thing is, I understand the men are the only ones who are able to carry the last name, but the women could be part of the business too.
That's all I'm saying.
The legacy doesn't have to start and end with the boys. Like, we could still, the women, and you never know. A lot of times, it's the women or the girls who have, like, a natural talent for these kinds of things. Sometimes the boys and the sons, they don't even want to be bothered with that. So for you to put all your energy and effort into just the boys, like, why don't we just start something new and just facilitate that growth evenly all around? I don't see what's the problem with that.
Well, like Destiny said, because Destiny brought up the fact that the girls weren't on the mural. He's sexist.
He is.
So it's funny that they had that talk a while back with Kamala Harris. Oh, wow, look at that. Now we can tell our daughters they can. And he's saying, yeah, I believe my daughters could be president. But then you don't even put them on the mural. How do you think that's supposed to make them feel that you're saying these are the next generation of Scots? And it's just their brothers. It's just the brothers.
It's not right. So then Marcus pulls Martell to the side, and Marcus just tries to have like a man-to-man sit-down conversation with him. And Marcus says, you know, at the end of the day, I wasn't trying to disrespect you. I wasn't trying to, like, you know, get under your skin or anything like that, or tell you how to raise your kids. I was just trying to let you know that the things that have been going on between you and Mel are affecting the kids. Now, Marcus, now you know dang on well, you went in there hot and trying to disrespect Martell. You knew what you were trying to do. You know that, okay?
Because like I said in a previous video, if he really felt that way, he would, the same way he would have explained it to him at that table, all nice and calm, and with your points trying to be made, you would have went like that. You wouldn't have just rolled up on him like, oh, you just want to be father of the year, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You think you're father of the year?
You know what the kids call Troy? You know what the kids call Troy?
They like, they want to be the daddy.
You don't, come on. Like, you know you were trying to be disrespectful.
Exactly. You didn't come up, you know, this is really affecting the kids. That's not the route you took.
So then Marcus says, you know, you don't have a problem with me being around the kids, right? And then
Martell was saying, well, of course not. You know, it's been how long? 13 years?
So then Martell says, you know, I don't have a problem. You know, it's just the husband-husband foundation. You know, I understand. I respect your situation and what you do, and I think you're a good guy. But I just want my kids to be around a husband-wife foundation. So then they go back and forth a little bit, and Mel interrupts. So Mel says, what's all going on here?
So Mel says, well, what are you talking about? Because their whole life growing up, they've lived with both their parents and seen the husband-wife dynamic. So they already have that foundation of which you speak. So what are you talking about?
Right. So then Mel says, you keep talking about this husband-wife foundation. Meanwhile, you're the one who broke up the husband-wife foundation.
Mel says that you're so busy picking Marcus apart for his sexual preference. Meanwhile, you should be more worried about the behavior that your children see their father doing, treating their mother, how you're treating their mother, how you're acting towards women, them seeing you with other women, you being on FaceTime with your side chick, and then you bringing them around the side chick. You worried about this, you worried about the wrong stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You just said you don't have a problem with Marcus being around the kids. He treats the kids so good and he spoils them and all this other stuff. But because he's gay, you want to try to make it seem like it's a problem. I highly doubt Marcus is over there just slapping his man down in front of the kids and doing all this extra stuff. Mm-hmm. Because if he was, you would have raised hell a long time ago. We already know that. Mm-hmm. So she's basically saying, well, why do you feel like your actions are not important? Because they've seen a lot more detrimental behavior from you than they ever have from Marcus.
Right. So then at that point, Martell says to Mel, well, you messed up the family too. And it's like, Mel's like, how the heck I messed up the family? Martell says, it's always getting heated. Every time me and you talk, I just want to be in a better space for the kids. And he goes to say, I still love you and I wish this never happened. Mel...
You wish this never happened, but you just told the therapist that you wouldn't have changed anything.
He's a habitual liar. Mel says the reality of the situation is you didn't value me, you didn't value our kids, you didn't value what we built, and this is the reason why we're in the place that we are in right now. Period. Then Martell says he's not the sole cause of everything. He's not the reason why everything is the way it is. But then he stops himself, surprisingly, and says, you know what? I don't want to point the finger. I don't want to point the finger. Then Mel says, I never would have left if you hadn't been doing the things that you were doing. And Martell counters with, well, I would have left you.
I'm so confused. The way my brain hurts listening to this man talk.
It's a lot.
So if that was the case, then when she filed for divorce, she did you a favor, right?
So why are you mad?
Why are you fighting against this?
If you would have left anyway.
If this would have been what was going to happen regardless, then she just sped it up a little bit.
Yeah. So at that point, once he said that, Mel was like, well, where's your attorney anyway? Where's he at? Because my attorney said your attorney, you don't have one no more. And Martell gets all upset. He's like, shut up.
The way that shut up came out of nowhere, I was like, hold on, let me rewind that. Because then he just,
Shut
so
up.
she says, where's your lawyer? Because we're supposed to be handling this divorce. Man, shut up. That's your response? No, for real, where's your lawyer?
Mel goes and says, no, you shut up. Ain't no more shut the F ups over here. Okay?
Okay.
Like
those days are over. Old Mel, she gone. This new Mel, you're not going to talk to me like that.
Ain't no more shut the F ups over here.
So, act accordingly.
Martell says, I've been trying to sign the papers. I've been trying. And the only reason why I only want to, but then she says, no, because you was just texting me like a couple weeks ago talking about you still want to be together. No, the only reason why I want to still be together with you is for the kids. No, you're lying. You could go and keep telling your hoes that, but we know the truth. Those lies not going to work over here. Martell, well, you're one of them now. Excuse me? I'm one of your what now? How you gonna sit there and call her a hoe, and then you're the one who disrespected her for 5 years and have a baby on the way? How is she the hoe?
Sleeping with mad other women, but she's the hoe. There goes that projection again.
That projection game is strong, y'all. So then Melody goes into the confessional and she says, while they were married, Martell wanted to be married and single at the same time, which I completely agree with. And now that they're getting a divorce, it seems as though he wants to be married and divorced at the same time, which I also completely agree with. It's like you say you want this and then you say something slides like crazy the next breath. So it's like,
how did you just say 5 seconds ago, I miss us?
Then,
I only want to get back with you for the kids.
This is crazy.
The man just be lying unprovoked for fun.
Yes.
It's very strange.
Then Mel is like, well, you know what? He wants to have his cake and eat it too. Well, this cake is done with Martell. Okay. Whew. So then Martell walks off and Destiny comes in. Mel is crying. He got in her. He got into her nerves, got her all worked up. And then, Mel is just saying everything that kind of just happened. And Destiny's like, this doesn't make any sense. Again, she reiterates. He says one thing to us, to other people, but then he says another thing to you.
And even to her, you just said, I love you. Mm-hmm. I miss us. I wish this never happened. This is like a nightmare because I just want to be with you. And then 5 seconds later, you say you only want to be with her for the kids. You wasn't doing what you were supposed to do. And
crazy.
Good Lord.
Mel says she is done with the disrespect. She's been disrespected for too long, and she's not taking no disrespect at all no more. Good for you, Mel.
How you gonna call her a hoe? That is crazy.
Crazy.
What's the worst part about all of this? The fact that your kids are gonna be able to go on YouTube and look this up later on in life. Not even that much later on in life, because they're like 8, 9 now. Yeah. So
she says he just makes every day as difficult as it possibly could be. She just wants to, sometimes she just wakes up, she just wants to change her number, grab her kids, and completely leave and go.
Just so she can have peace.
But who could blame her? Look at how hard he makes things.
Everything.
That's
co-parenting, divorce,
every aspect.
Nothing can be smooth. Nothing can be amicable.
Peaceful. Nothing. So then Kimmy and Tisha come to where Destiny and Mel is at, and Mel starts off right away. Kimmy, I know you think he's a good guy, but he ain't ish, okay? And Kimmy's like,
because don't come over here talking about, oh, but he's a good girl.
Don't even.
He just called me a whole hoe out here.
Right.
Don't say nothing.
Yeah. And then then Mel says he needs to worry about the baby that he got on the way. And then Tisha is like, oh, it's true. There is a baby on the way. And Mel is like, yes. So then from that point, we go into the confessionals. Tisha in her confessional says Mel is her sister and that she feels horrible that Mel is going through such a hard time. And now at this point, she could look at everything and say that she just wants to let the past be the past and move forward and let bygones be bygones. And being there for her as a sister is more important than anything. So Kimmy goes into her confessional and she says, women support women. And we know what women go through. And no one wants to see the marriage fail. Then Destiny goes into her confessional. And Destiny says, we all need each other right now. We all need to wrap our arms around each other and be there for each other as friends. But especially Mel right now because she's going through the hardest time. And Mel goes to her confessional and she says, this is what it's all about. Friends being there for each other and having each other's back and just, supporting each other. And that's how we end it off. That's how we end off the season.
Season finale.
That was the season finale. Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, I don't know about y'all, but is there a reunion?
Because remember the last reunion was real spicy.
It was. Y'all let us know if there's going to be a reunion. I didn't see any commercials or previews for a reunion, but I hope so.
So now that Love and Marriage Huntsville has come to a close, obviously, we'll be reviewing another show. But of course, as always, we want your input because you're our subscribers, you're the viewers. It's about what you want to see. Leave some shows down in the comments below that you would like us to check out and review.
And as always, thank you guys for watching. Please continue to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at SugaandSpice88. And we look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Bye.
Good morning.
Good energy.
Today we gon' spread
Good energy.
Today we gon' share
Good energy.
I go to work.
Today gon' be a great day.
Good
Wake
energy.
up, thank God, drink water, meditate.
Good
First
energy.
5 minutes will dictate your whole day.
Good
All
energy.
about that positivity and raising up your frequency.
Good
If you
energy.
negative, you will get removed immediately.
Good
Say
energy.
eat clean, alkaline, nourishing.
Good
What you
energy.
put